How to find happiness is the question we all ask ourselves at some point in time. But I think that we all know the answer inherently in our hearts and our minds. But how it happens is over time, life starts to beat us down so much that it starts to take that answer away from us. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips today on how to get back on that road to being happy today. Let's hop right in. Hey, look, before we get started, this channel is completely dedicated to helping you grow, whether that be in your life, in your small business, or in your 9 to 5. So do me a huge favor. Likes are great, comments are great. I need you to hit that subscribe button right at the top to help this channel grow. Thanks. All right, let's jump right into it. Surrender to you. This starts by letting go. And if you saw my last video, and I hope you did, you'll know a lot of surrendering to you and letting go is almost impossible for us because we are completely enamored and completely focused on what other people think about us. And just like in that last video, I'm gonna point you towards the truth, which is the end of your life when it's just you and God, you and your family, that one last time. You're not gonna be thinking about what other people think about you. So start from that moment at the very end and work backwards to where you are right now to get free. Because the reality is we all have a date, hopefully far in the future. So we got to make every moment count right now. So if you have unhealthy fear and anxiety about what people think about you, and trust me, even as a confident person, I've been there, they will continue to control and dictate what you do in your life. So the first path on this journey to finding happiness actually just starts with you, which is making a choice to surrender to you. Let it go, friends. Tip number 2, find people to live for. My life has been defined by the love that I've gotten from the people that I've chosen to surround myself with. And if you're scoffing at this tip already, I want you, of all people, to stop for a second. I want you to take a look at the 10 closest people in your life, the ones you spend the most time with. And I want you to ask yourself a series of questions. Do they give back to you the same way you give to them? When you're up, are they there? When you're down, are they there? Have you cried together? Have you laughed together? Have you cried from laughing together? And was there ever a doubt in your mind that these people were there for you and in support of you? Those are the questions you really need to ask yourself to examine if you have the right people around you. Because these people in totality will play a huge influence on where you go in your life, what you do in your life, how you feel in your life, but more importantly, the support that you receive in this life. Because having a goal is great, but having people that you would give everything to achieve that goal for and with is even better. Don't miss out on this love. So many people are struggling to make friends. So many people are struggling in this area. Start by assessing the people around you and find that love that will drive you on your path to happiness. Tip number 3, find a reason to work hard. So many people hate work, and I totally get why. It sucks at times. But the reality is, it's not just about what we're doing. It's not just about who we're doing it with. It's actually why we're doing it. We all know the story of the single parent who goes to a job that they hate for 30 years. But we never talk about the reason why they do it, which is really the driving factor behind everything. For most people, it's their kids or their family, but it doesn't have to be that. For you, it could be financial freedom, living a life that you always dreamed of, retiring early. Whatever your purpose and your reason is, whether it be financial or community, I want you to lock in and really understand why you get up every single day and clock in. Why are you working so hard? We have to be going somewhere with this thing. For me, it's always been my family. They're the reason I get out of the bed every single day. And I would never step foot in anyone's job or do any business without them, because for me, they're the fuel. Find your jet fuel, fill up, and get ready to work with a new purpose, and watch how that small tweak really starts to improve your happiness. Tip number 4, appreciate the right now. You will never be as young as you are right now. When you walk downstairs and see your kids doing homework, you have to understand that that won't last forever. When you roll over at night and kiss the one that you love the most, there's gonna be a time that you wish you could do that. One of the underlying secrets to happiness is gratitude. Yeah, you may not have all the money in the world, live where you want to live or drive what you want to drive, look the way you want to look, but finding the gratitude and the blessing of the right now is everything. And there's an exercise that I love. Please take a second and look at it. The mood elevator. It's something we learned in corporate America, and it's something that I hold on to even today. And it basically says your mood is like an elevator. There's ups, there's middles, and there's downs. But when you're down, the fastest way to get back up to the top of the elevator is gratitude. Starting to appreciate what you have and where you are right now. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you went to the grocery store or the mall and you just looked around? No AirPods, no phone. You just were in amazement at the fact that someone delivered a fruit from around the world and it landed at your local grocery store. When's the last time you actually looked when you were driving? Not just daydreaming or listening to the music or texting while you're driving. Just looked at how your neighborhood has changed over the weeks and the years. The colors that people are wearing, listening to the music that they're listening to. I mean, really living in the moment. Gratitude is the secret sauce to happiness. Sprinkle it on everything you do and watch how your life changes. And last but certainly not least, find purpose. Finding purpose often starts with a question that we've all asked ourselves. What is all of this for? Like, why am I loving the people that I love? Why am I going to work? Why am I striving so hard just to get up every single day? I struggled with this one for a long time because even being as ambitious and focused as I am, I would always ask myself, well, what is it for at the end of the day? And through discovery over time, for me, I found a why in my faith, particularly in my faith in Christ. And that became the driving factor for everything that I did. It helped me get out of the bed. It helped me stay focused on the long term. It helped me understand why I was doing the things that I was doing. Go find your purpose. You may find that in faith. Some people may find that when they look into the eyes of the people that they love, or they may find that in nature of their community. I've even heard some people say that leading others and coaching others was my purpose. Go find your why. And some of you may be struggling with this, so let me help you here. The best way to find your purpose and your why is to start to question who and what you are and why you believe those things. The questions can look like this. Why do I like the things that I like? Where did that come from? What makes me feel great and energized? When I'm feeling low, what am I most afraid of? And how do I approach that? Who are the people around me that make me feel the best and the worst? And what is it about that? Really start to dig into your life to uncover that purpose, because that purpose will serve as the foundation on the road to happiness time and time again. When life gets confusing, this is the one thing that you can always go back to. Don't short yourself here. Find your true purpose and watch how it sets you up for success. Look, guys, there's no one right way to find happiness, but don't let that be an excuse as to why you haven't started trying. And as always, you can do anything with God and hard work. My name is RP. Appreciate you watching. Peace.